Hey everybody, today is Friday, November 8th, 2024, and we are back here in Oakland, Florida. And the reason why we are in Oakland, Florida today is to check out something I've never actually checked out before. Pretty excited about this. We are here at the Oakland Nature Preserve. Again, I've never been here before. I've known about this place. I've driven past this place. I know this place existed, but I've never actually been out here to the Oakland Nature Preserve before. I was pretty excited to come out here, walk around, see what this place had to offer, because I wasn't quite sure what it had to offer other than nature that's being preserved. So I was pretty excited about this. From what I was looking at online, there are a lot of trails you can walk, a lot of interesting things along those trails. You can actually take a trail all the way out to Lake Apopka. Maybe someday we will do that. But today I've just been kind of exploring the sort of general entrance area. And I found some pretty cool things. I wanted to just show some stuff off to you guys. Pretty awesome little park, actually pretty awesome big park from what I was looking at online. Pretty awesome little area right here up front though. Again, we will explore the trails at some other point in time, maybe on a day where it's not so humid out, and maybe a day where I brought my bike or something like that. But right up front here is this, the Fish Camp Cabin. It says Florida is a lush and prosperous land full of useful plants and animals. In addition to forests historically rich with game birds and mammals, the freshwater lakes and rivers of Florida are also home to some of the best fishing in the country. By the late 1800s, Florida was already a popular tourist destination for fishing and hunting. Many of the first tourist attractions in Florida lured visitors from other states with the promise of huge hauls and great hunts. Thousands traveled each year to the Lake Apopka region for fishing that was considered to be a legendary fisherman's paradise. Fishermen would complain about their arms being tired from catching so many bass, crappie, and catfish. It was not uncommon to catch dozens and dozens of trophy-sized bass in a single day of fishing. That is awesome. Unfortunately, it is not like this today. The Pecky Cypress Cabin came from a small fishing camp near Mount Dora on the north side of the lake. Over 16 fish camps once operated as rentable lodges for fishermen. As the health of the lake declined, desired fish began to die off, and with no fish to catch, the camps slowly closed one by one around the lake until none were left. This is one of the few remaining cabins still in existence, and there it is, the Pecky Cypress Cabin. Pretty awesome looking, actually a lot bigger than I had anticipated. You would kind of think that a little rentable fishing cabin would be kind of small. It would be pretty tiny, but this is a fairly decent sized cabin. I could not only see myself renting something like this and going on vacation to do some hunting or some fishing, but I could totally see myself just living in something like this. I mean, this is like bigger than some tiny houses I see people living in these days. This is a very decently sized fishing cabin. I wonder if this was just for one person to rent, or if multiple people would rent this. Maybe you and your friends would come out here to do your fishing, and you'd rent a cabin like this, and you and your buddies and whatnot, or you and your family or something like that would live in here for the week or the weekend or something. I don't know. Fairly decent sized cabin. Not what I would have thought. Not if you said late 1800s, early 1900s fishing cabin, I'd have pictured something completely different in my head than something that was fairly decently sized like this, with a front porch and everything. Pretty awesome. Unfortunately, we cannot go in. Oakland Nature Preserve, cabin closed for renovation. Okay, do not enter. So maybe at one point you could enter here. We'll have to come back and see if this is ever open, because I would love to go inside there and see what exactly the cabin looks like inside. Right now, it looks like there's a ton of just junk in there. So I don't know when this cabin will be back open, if it ever will be back open, but it would be pretty cool to go inside there just to kind of get a feel for how spacious and roomy it is inside there. Pretty awesome. Again, not what I would have thought. Would have expected a much smaller little cabin. So from what I was reading online, apparently in the late 1800s, early 1900s, this was a very, very popular area. Lake Apopka was a very popular place to do your fishing. It was actually Florida's second largest lake at the time. It's not anymore. I think it's like the fourth largest now or something like that. But at the time, it was Florida's second largest lake. But unfortunately, in the 1920s, the towns started dumping their sewage into the lake, and all the runoff from the farms in the area went into the lake, and the lake became very, very, very polluted. And as the sign said, the fish and whatnot started to die off. And then when the fish died off, the whole tourist population, the tourist, that's what we're looking for. No more tourists came here to do their fishing. All the tourists went elsewhere to a lake that was not heavily polluted to do their fishing. So the tourist industry, that's what I'm looking for. Industry. The tourist industry pretty much died off due to the lake being polluted. So yeah, probably dumping your sewage and your farming runoff into the lake wasn't a good idea. But by 1950s, they realized we messed up, and they started to do stuff to preserve the lake, and no more dumping into the lake and getting the lake back to where it once was. Unfortunately, by then it was already kind of too late, again, from what I was reading, and the tourist industry for fishing and whatnot just completely had died off at that point. But over the last X amount of decades, they have been doing everything they can to get the lake back to what it was, back to its former glory, and not so polluted anymore, which is a good thing. So Lake Apopka is doing a lot better than it was in the 1920s, when they decided to dump sewage and runoff from farms into it. Again, probably not the best idea. Look at this. Look at the cabin here. This is kind of like a little welcome center, the educational center. Pretty cool looking. Like I said, I've never actually been out here before. These are all the flowers that are in bloom. You get a little map here showing you where you want to go. Again, very large. There you go. There it is. Very large park. We are, I think we are up here somewhere. And to get to Lake Apopka, it's way down there. So very large trail to walk. Someday maybe we'll do that. Look at the cool pumpkin here with the Oakland Nature Preserve carved into it. That's a really cool looking pumpkin. That is pretty amazing. Got your lost and found. If you lost something out here, you're good to go. And check this out. A whole bunch of animals. Oh my gosh, look at the big bullfrog there. We had those back in, oh, there's one there too. We had those back in Pennsylvania. I would love going to lakes and stuff and seeing them. They're so noisy. Right now they're quite quiet, but in the wild, they make quite the racket. Pretty awesome. So bullfrogs. There's Plea Custom. Yep, that thing. That's a gar. I know that. That's a Florida gar. Oh, there it is. Is that the other thing? That is that? I don't know. I don't think that's that. I don't know what that is. That's a gar though. That's a Florida gar. Those I know. I've actually seen those in the lakes down here already. Pretty cool. There's a warmouth and brown bullhead catfish in here supposedly somewhere. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Pretty cool looking. And a giant snail. Oh my gosh, I think it's huge. 3 striped mud turtle somewhere in. Oh, there he is. Look at that. There he is. Pretty cool. I love it. I love the wildlife that's not so wild at the moment, but still cool. You can come out here and check that out. Pretty neat. Again, little area here. Well, big. Again, I keep saying little. This area here is little, but very big park. There's a well right here. The water pump. Does it work? No, it does not. So pretty cool. You can do some I don't know what this is. Some geology or something out here. You can sift for rocks. There's a bell that you can't actually ring, but pretty cool. And look at this over here. There is an outhouse. Well, actually, before we check out the outhouse, I want to look at this. This is it says, please do not climb on this historical artifact. It's a canoe. This canoe was found in Star Lake in Ocoee in the early 2000s and presumed to be from settlers in the late 1800s or early 1900s. So yeah, please do not climb on this historic artifact. So this is a canoe from the late 1800s, early 1900s that is just out here to be weathered. I mean, yeah, there's a cover over it, but I feel like this historical artifact maybe should be behind glass or indoors, right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know, but historical artifact. What? I thought that was a spider. The whole time I've been walking around here, I've been keeping my eyes open for those giant banana spiders because they're out now, and I don't want to run into one. When you're walking through the woods here, in Florida, you got to be careful for those giant banana spiders of death. And I thought for a second, my heart just stopped there. I thought for a second I was walking into one of those. Anyway, check this out. This is really cool. Donated and constructed by the West Orange Chamber Leadership Class 2011-2012. This is an outhouse. But my question is it like a legit outhouse? Can you actually, can you use this outhouse? Any spiders in here? I don't know. And no. Although, I don't know what's down there. Maybe some people have used this. So it's not an actual legit outhouse. It doesn't go, it doesn't go anywhere. If you were to relieve yourself in here, it would just sit in there and be disgusting. You would think, though, they would put a cover over the hole or a sign that maybe said, like, do not use or something like that, because I believe the restrooms for the park are actually, they're right there. It says outhouses. So the restrooms are actually designed to look like outhouses. So that's very confusing. That's very, very misleading. So these are the, again, these are the restrooms, outhouses. There you go. So it's like well, it's not really much of an outhouse. It's actually like a legit toilet in there. But so you can see the restrooms are designed to look like outhouses. And then right down the stairs here is an outhouse that you could use. You shouldn't. It's not a legit outhouse, but you could use it. Very confusing, and it makes me wonder how many people have maybe done their business in there when they weren't supposed to. I don't know about that. That seems like a terrible, awful idea. But regardless of the terrible, awful ideas of leaving an outhouse that isn't really an outhouse for people to do their business in right there by the actual restrooms. Besides that, this park is pretty cool. Look at this, stay on trail. So again, tons of trails here. We can walk down, we can explore. We're not gonna do that today. I will do that some other day. There's like a sinkhole we can see. There's all kinds of stuff we can see out here. And I wanna come back and do that. This is what I would think of if you said late 1800s, early 1900s fishing cabin. This is what I would think. This is what would come to my mind. Something very, very tiny like this. This is what I would think of a fishing cabin from back then. Something you could just rent out for the weekend. That's what I would think. But no, apparently those giant ones are what you can rent out. Although they have this here, so maybe you could also rent this out. Maybe this was also a type of cabin you could rent. Maybe that was like a premium cabin. Maybe that cabin would cost you more money. That'd be the cabin you'd use if you and your friends, you and your buddies, you and your family wanted to come out and camp together and do some fishing. Maybe this is the cabin you'd rent. It was just you wanting to come out here and do some fishing. I don't know, but that's what I had in mind. My brain would go to that when I would think of a cabin, a fishing cabin you could rent out from back then. I believe there's, look at this. There's a possum in here. Pepper and Blossom. So Pepper the possum and Blossom the possum. Although I don't see, do you guys see a possum in here anywhere? Probably sleeping or hiding, or I have no idea. I don't see a possum. I'm assuming they're in there somewhere. And over here, there's a northern bobwhite quail and a Florida turtle. Oh, there's a quail back there. You guys can see that. There's a quail. As far as a turtle is concerned, oh, there he is. He's actually down there in the water. I can't really focus on him, unfortunately. But I assure you, there's a turtle right down there in the water. So pretty cool. Again, awesome that there's animals out here, even if they are in cages. It is nice that there's some animals out here to see. But apparently, again, from what I was reading online, if you walk the trails, well, I mean, it's Florida. Of course, you're gonna see wildlife. You're gonna see birds. You're probably gonna see turtles and all kinds of other things out here. There's a lot. I mean, it's nature. That's one of the things I always say about what I love about walking around Florida and walking around the nature of Florida is that you're pretty much always guaranteed to see wildlife. It's not like back in Pennsylvania where you might see some squirrels and some birds, and maybe occasionally, if you're lucky, a deer or a fox might run across the trail in front of you or something like that. I've seen things like that, but it's more rare. It's more every so often that you see something epic like that. But here in Florida, it's just like there's so much stuff. You can see alligators, you see turtles, you see birds, you see deer, you see all kinds of stuff running around. which is pretty awesome. Look at that thing. I would not want to get anywhere near that. So again, pretty cool area here, the Nature Preserve, the Oakland Nature Preserve. Awesome. Unfortunately, I wanted to walk down the boardwalk, but it's closed at the moment. It says boardwalk closed until further notice. I wonder if that had anything to do with the storm with Hurricane Milton that came through about 3 weeks ago. Maybe it's closed off because of Hurricane Milton. I have no idea why it's closed off at the moment, but unfortunately we cannot walk down the boardwalk. But again, we will come out here. We will walk down the trails. We will see other things that there is to see out here. Pretty awesome place, but wanted to walk you guys around this little area here, show you the cabin and the other cabin and the animals and all the cool stuff that's out here. Pretty awesome place. If you guys have been out here, leave your comments down below. Want to hear from you guys. Want to hear about you being out here. You can actually charge your electric car if you come out here. As long as you're the only person with an electric car, you can charge it, which is always good. So we are, let's see, educational center. We're right about here. Okay, here's where we came in. We're here. So it looks like if we walk down not too far, we can get to a sinkhole, which is pretty awesome. There's a pavilion, an amphitheater, which is neat. Oh wait, no, that's a sinkhole. That's a footbridge. All right, so that's a footbridge. That's a sinkhole. So I want to go see the sinkhole someday. We'll definitely do that. And then if we walk way down there, we can actually get to Lake Apopka. But that is a far walk. We're not going to do that today. Maybe someday. It says it's only 0.7 miles, so maybe it just looks a lot bigger on the map than it actually is. We'll do that. We'll come back. I'm gonna take you guys to Lake Apopka. I'm gonna walk down there someday. And I really want to see the sinkhole. We'll do that someday as well, but today we're not. Today we're gonna leave that for a different day. It's actually getting kind of humid out at this point. The humidity is starting to ramp up. We're gonna maybe come back and do that in the winter when it's nice out. On a day where I can wear a hoodie or a light jacket, we'll come out and we'll do that. But all right, guys. So pretty awesome. The Oakland Nature Preserve, cool place. I'm definitely digging this place. Again, I've only explored just the very front area here. I've only seen the cabin. I've only walked by the welcome center, only seen the animals up there. Checked out the usable but not supposed to be usable outhouse. It's weird, right? Anyway, guys, so I've only checked out the little front area here, but so far pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm digging this place. I definitely want to come back out here and explore some more. But again, if you've been out here, if you've explored the Nature Preserve, leave your comments down below. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear about you and your times out here. I want to hear what you guys have done out here. Is there something really cool to see out here? Should I definitely check out the sinkhole or take the look at the old washing machine here. That's cool. Should I take the trail down to Lake Apopka? I mean, these are all things I want to do. These are all things I'm going to do. But like, if you guys say like, yo, do that like now, go out there ASAP. I'll definitely do it sooner rather than later. Look at the huge cut of tree here. Heritage Oaks of Oakland. This trunk segment came from one of a number of trees planted along Oakland Avenue in 1905 by the Sadler family. The tree was taken down in 2001 after it succumbed to what was believed to be a fungal disease. Pictured above is the tree just before it was removed. Oh, look at that. It's cool. You can actually drive past all those trees. A bunch of them are still there. That is cool. This thing is huge. It's almost as big as me. Not that I'm that big, but that's pretty awesome. So they have a free library here as well. That's cool. So, all right, guys, pretty awesome. Interesting place. There's all kinds of classes out here doing all kinds of educational things. They bring schools out here, which is pretty cool. I was really hoping we'd see a gopher tortoise today. I have seen gopher tortoises before. Went out at some other parks here in Florida. They're pretty cool. They're big, giant turtles. They're huge. I think I actually saved one. I saved a gopher tortoise by my house maybe a couple of months ago. I was driving down the road. One was crossing the street. I did not want to see it get hit, so I pulled over, saved its life, carried it to the other side of the road. Thankfully, it did not pee on me. be careful. You save a turtle's life. If you pick up a turtle, they've been known to pee on you. I've had turtles pee on me before. It's a defense mechanism. It's not fun. So, and they pee a lot. Like, I know we're getting off topic here, but if you think a little turtle would pee a little bit, no, I swear like half their body weight is made up of urine. It's a lot. Fun story, right? We've gotten so off topic now. All right, anyway, that's gonna do it. I'll leave you guys with the outhouse. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. We've done a full like circle at this point, so pretty cool, awesome place. I'd recommend coming out here, checking this out. I'm gonna come back out here. I'm gonna check this out some more. I'm gonna do things like check out the sinkhole, take the trail down to Lake Apopka. We'll be back out here. We're definitely coming back out here and seeing some more stuff in the future. But in the meantime, for today, I just wanted to. I had some time to kill. I'm getting a haircut today, but I had some time to kill before my haircut, and just wanted to kind of walk around and see what this place had to offer, at least right up front here. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. But all right, I am gonna let you guys go. So as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt. We can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts, and also hit that join button and become a member of this channel and gain early access to all my videos. All that stuff helps support the show and keeps the show going, so I really do appreciate it. Really hoping the possum would be out now. It's probably down there in their little home or something. Like a little possum feet. I want to see Pepper and Blossom so badly, but I do not see them in there. Oh well, who knows? You see them hanging out, let me know. All right, guys. So yeah, check down below for all the different links, like I said. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag usable, non-usable outhouse. Usable, non-usable outhouse. If you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, how many times do you think somebody's gone to the bathroom in that outhouse? Seriously, it's got to happen like once a week, if not more, right? Seems like a terrible idea. All right, guys. Again, that is going to do it. So like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then a bat house. I didn't even see that. That is cool. That's awesome. All right. If you do hit that like button and you do hit that subscribe button and you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Again, Oakland Nature Preserve here in Oakland, Florida. Cool place. Get out here. Check this place out. Like I said, if you guys have been out here, leave your comments. Let me know what it is. I've got to see. What should I see next? Should I walk down to Lake Apopka next? Should I go see the sinkhole next? Is there something else I should see next? I want to hear from you guys. But all right, again, let's go do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.